Welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot at startup funding and investing. The gambler's fallacy is a cognitive bias defined by Wikipedia as a tendency to think that future probabilities are altered by past events, when in reality they are unchanged. Investors bet on startups that follow what other recent successful startups have done, even though the potential of the startup is no better as before. For example, after a startup proves successful in a sector, investors rush to that sector to fund similar startups. While the market may be ripe for startup success, there are many other factors that come into play to achieve a successful exit. To overcome the gambler's fallacy, the investor should focus on the data describing the future. Past events don't predict future success. Each startup is unique and success is driven by many factors. Investors should be aware of the gambler's fallacy and judge each startup on its own merits. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start something today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.